to Wisdom in the Wilderness. I'm your host, Dorothy Wright, and I am so grateful you are joining me for the fourth and final episode of our conversations of culture and integration. And before we dive in, I would like to encourage you to follow, to like, to share, and to subscribe to our channel. Invite your spouse, your siblings, your parents, children, grandparents, all, because this channel is for every human soul. So today we bring our series to a close. So we are closing by examining a deep-rooted in difficulty yet essential subject, one that has shaped the relationship between the European and African communities for generations. We are turning our attention to painful legacy within the English culture, the enduring belief in white superiority. This belief, explicit in some cases, subtitled in others, have had profound and far-reaching consequences. It has fueled centuries of prejudice, systemic discrimination, and colonial conquest. It has contributed to a narrative that places one race above the other, dehumanizing the entire populations and reinforcing a distorted hierarchy, and continue to shape global relationships. At the heart of this issue lies a perception, still embedded in many institutions and cultural mindsets, that Africans are somehow lesser. This view, born from colonial ideologies, was used to justify domination and exploitation, painting Africa not as a continent of civilization, innovations, or resilience, but as one needed to be civilized or to be saved. The damage from this worldwide is not just historical, it lives on today in the stereotype, inadequacy, and inequality, and deep cultural misunderstandings. It fosters a dynamic of mistrust and division and metaphorical dog like cat and dog, but mostly because of the two prominent racial groups. But confronting this reality is the first step towards healing. We cannot move forward without first acknowledging the harm that has been done. The ideologies that have fractured human relationships, undermined trust, and diminished the dignity of the entire communities. Yet, there is hope. By bringing these truths to the surface, we create space for a more honest, equitable, and respectful dialogue. We must move beyond the narrative of superiority and inferiority towards a shared understanding that every culture has value, has wisdom, and something to contribute to the world. Imagine a future where African and European cultures are not seen in opposition, but as complementary forces, each bringing strength, and when integrated with humility and respect, can enrich the global community, and a world where diversity is not merely tolerated but celebrated as a foundation for progress. As we conclude this series on cultural integration, I invite you to carry these conversations forward. Let's continue to challenge updated ideologies, leave out the outdated, and come to the new narrative that is grounded with mutual respect and shared humanity and the belief that we are stronger together. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey in the wisdom and the wilderness. And I hope that discussion that we have had has opened a new pathway for connection and growth. And if this series has resonated with you, I encourage you to follow, to like, to share, and to subscribe so that we can continue exploring the vital work of cultural understanding together. And until next time, may we all continue to seek wisdom in the wilderness of our diverse and interconnected world. I thank you. Until next time.